So what I have here are a variety of perimeter questions, and they have different units of measurement. Now, I've skipped over some easier perimeter questions to go for these composite shapes. And the thing that they do is for some of the shapes, they don't tell you all of the sides, and you have to figure out the sides by using some of the other sides. So for example, if we look at question 1 here, we can see we have a 4-meter side, an 8-meter side, a 10-meter side, a 6-meter side. But to know the perimeter of this shape, we would also want to know the length of the top side and the length of the left side. Can you figure out what those should be? Good. Excellent. All right, here. So I'm going to stop the screen share. So we have 14 meters there and 14 meters there. So now the question is, what is the perimeter of this shape? Excellent. It's 56 what? 56 meters. All right, now I want to show you something that's really interesting. It doesn't apply to all of these questions, but it does apply to like this question, this question, this question, any question where it's like a rectangle where one corner's been cut out. So I'll point out like these two questions down here are different because they're rectangles, but we haven't cut out a corner, we've cut out a side. So I want to show you this. Let's suppose for this rectangle we have an 8-centimeter side on the top and a 6-centimeter side on the side. So this one's equal to this one and this one is equal to this one. So we can see that the perimeter is going to be 8 plus 6 plus 8 plus 6. That's right. And so all of that is going to come out to be 28. Let me just make my face a bit smaller. I want to show you one other way to calculate this before we go and look at the trick. Let's call 8 the width and let's call 6 the height. So the perimeter of a rectangle has a formula which is 2 times the width plus 2 times the height. And another way to write that is 2 times width plus height. So if we know that our width is 8 and our height is 6, we can say, oh, well, that's 2 times 14, and we get 28. This is a shortcut we can use for rectangles. We can just add those two sides, the width and the height, and double that answer, and that's the complete perimeter for the rectangle. Remember I said that I was going to teach you a trick, a shortcut that works when the corner's been cut out of a rectangle. So let's say that this is 5, this is 3, this is 2, this is 4, this is 6, and this is 8. If we add all of these up, we have 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 3 is 10, plus 4 is 14, plus 8 is 22, plus 6 is 28. Note that we have the same perimeter. If I was to take this side and just drag it up, and I was to take this side and drag it over, we have again a rectangle that is 8 by 6. The key insight here is that when we just have cut out one corner of a rectangle like this, the perimeter has not changed. So in this question, we don't have to count the 5 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. We can still just say, well, we have a height of 6 and a width of 8, and the perimeter is going to be equal to the perimeter of the rectangle. And so we can use this same formula, 2 times 8 plus 6, or 2 times 14. Now we're going to do question 2, which is that triangle. Yes, and 9.6 what? 9.6 centimeters. Excellent. All right, what about question 3? 22.8, and excellent job remembering to include the units. The reason is you can get questions wrong if you're not really clear in your head about what the units are. I don't think there are any questions on this worksheet to try and trick you like that, but you will come across some soon. All right, question 4. Millimeters, excellent. 58 millimeters. Did you use the shortcut? We know that this side is 6 plus 7. In other words, it's 13. And this is like a rectangle with the corner cut out. So the perimeter is going to be 2 times 13 plus 16, which equals 58. Question 5. You're very close. It's not 60 though. Talk me through your method. 23 minus 9 is 14. Good. Yeah? 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 Is it possible you forgot a side? Good. 62 meters. Can you see how to do this question using our shortcut? Well, you might want to write this formula down just to help you. But it's 2 times the width plus the height. So first you got to figure out what is the width of this rectangle and what is the height of this rectangle. Equals 62. Fantastic. Question 6. 20.2 meters is the correct answer. Well done. Question 7. This one we cannot, and the reason we cannot is it is not a rectangle with the corner removed. There's actually been a side removed. So if we were to move things around, the 6 meter side could be moved here, which would give us a full rectangle, but we would still need to add on these 2 sides, which are not a part of the original rectangle. So if you can think about that, that's a tricky way to look at it, but if you can understand that, you can use the shortcut. Ooh, you're close, but you're not correct. It is not 64. I'm happy for you to check your calculations, see if you get a different answer, or you can talk me through what you did and we can see if we can find what's missing. Okay. I don't think the left is 15. I don't think it's 14. You're closer. 11. Good. Does that help you get the right answer? Is it possible that there's one side you've forgotten to count? 68 meters is correct. We could say, well, what if we move that side that's 6 meters over here? The perimeter of the rectangle is 2 times 15 plus 11. Can you tell me what that's equal to? Now, what we have not counted are these 2 sides. Now, can you tell me what the total length of these 2 sides is? Good. So if we add 16 onto 52, what do we get? Good, which is the correct answer that you found with your method. How long is each of these sides? So the hint that I would hope would clarify this is if I put some dotted lines like this. Can you see that the 15, part of it matches up with this line, part of it matches up with this line, and part of it matches up with this line? How long must each of those lines be? What we want to figure out is how big they each are, and to do that we need to compare them to a value that we know, and the value that we know is the height. So for now we're going to ignore the horizontal ones because only the vertical ones contribute to the height of 15. So what number goes into 15 3 times? That means these must all be 5 centimeters. Yeah? So now we want to figure out, well, what's this length, which is made up of 2 of those segments rather than 3 of them? Good. That's right. So down on the bottom we have 10 centimeters. So 22. All right. Now we're ready to use our formula. 2 times width plus height. It is 74, and 74 centimeters. Good job remembering the units. Now this next one, question 9, I will leave you up to your own devices. I won't force you to use any method. You can figure out how you want to do it. Just make sure that you've counted every side. 48 meters, fantastic. Crushed it. Last one, and admittedly, kind of the most complicated shape, but I think you'll do just fine. What you'll notice is there are some sides which should have been marked as being equal to others that have not been marked as being equal to others. Yes, absolutely, 51 meters. Very well done. Well, look, we've done a full hour, so we'll stop there.